Hello YouTube and welcome back to Fire Gaming Project. So in today's short video, we're just going to be continuing doing some gameplay, of course, as per usual. And I'm going to be setting up my thumbnail really quickly right now, my tags for the video, and then I'll go into the chat window. But let me just do this first. Hope everyone had a good day. My voice may sound a little weird because the other day I was like drinking, so that's different. But then today I have a little bit of a sore throat. I'm fine, but then I don't know. And then tomorrow I'm supposed to be going to the office. But depending on how this turns out, we might not be able to go to the office, but I'll still be able to work from home. I'm not like sick or anything, but I just have a sore throat. And I don't want anyone to get like a cold or get any symptoms from me. So I want to be safe for everybody too. So that's that. But for now, I'm planning it as if I am going to the office. Like I packed my lunch already. We'll pack up the laptop and all that stuff. But for now, let's just see. But anyway, this stream today, I'm planning to do it a little bit shorter as well. So we'll just do the very basic and then that'll be that. Yeah. Okay, hang on. So let me just see here. So now the stream is live. I need to go into this chat window to see if there's anyone there. Loading. Hi, Chinchin, how are you? You're in your flight, so you don't have much time. Oh, that's awesome. Well, have a great trip, and don't worry about it. If you have to log off or whatever, that's fine. Thank you for joining me, though, temporarily. Yeah, I was just saying, yeah. Okay, let's go. Yay, have fun. Enjoy your time there and be safe. Yeah, no worries. Don't worry about this, but thank you for joining me briefly, even. Hi, KXLEO. Is polling Beidou on my third poll since I joined Genshin good? Yeah, I think that's good. Good for you. I just did a review of her. Now, I don't personally, use her that much. However, she is a good character. I want to say, even I said that in the in my review of her as well. And Chun on here, actually, he mained her in the very beginning as well. Hi, Chun. So you just want to say hi? Yeah, thank you. And flying is scary, yes. So just take a deep breath. You're too young to drink alcohol on the flight, but when you get older, you can drink alcohol on the flight, and it might ease you a little bit. Flying is scary in the beginning when it's taking off, but once you're in the air and if there's no turbulence in the air, it should be fine. So don't worry, you'll be fine. Yeah, don't worry about it. I love flying. I can fall asleep right when after the flight is in the air. I fall asleep right away. But I usually try to drink some alcohol too because I just feel more comfortable when I drink. Drink water, yes. And you don't need to take some people take sleeping pills, but I don't think your trip is going to be a long trip, so I don't think you need to do that. For long trips, some people take sleeping pills or, what is that stuff? They take that patch. What is it called? There's a patch of something, like some kind of cream or whatever, or some kind of, I forgot the name. But anyway, some kind of medical thing that's like a sleep regulator. Yeah. It'll come to me when I think about it. Don't worry, or yeah, so it'll be fine. And then you're too young to drink coffee, really, so it's fine. Just enjoy, or listen to music, or if you have I don't know, like an iPad or like a Switch or some kind of video game system, just do that. Yeah. Here we go. Okay, enjoy. Make sure to turn off your Wi-Fi, and listen to the people on the plane. Have fun. You have to go to airplane mode? Yeah, no worries, all good. Thank you for joining us, even if briefly, it's fine. You'll be watching Venom 2. Oh, that's good. Yeah, it came out. Yeah, should be good. 2 hours should be enough to finish that movie. Bye, have fun, enjoy. Feel free to just chat and message us in the Discord server. So yes, KX, I think Beidou is fine, and it's great that you got her to start. She's still a very good character, so you'll be fine. think I'm gonna go and collect a little bit of ore really quickly. Or actually no, forget it. I don't really feel like it. Let's just go straight to do the commissions. I already did the dog event, but it's like so short that it's not even worth like streaming, so I didn't bother. And then for anyone on the chat, in case you didn't know, Arataki Ito's teaser trailer came out earlier today. I'm not sure what you guys think about it, but I thought it was okay. It's interesting. There is a teaser at the end with Arataki Ayato's voice. And then all the world, like, well, I don't know if it's that big of a deal anymore, really. But a lot of people posted videos about it right away. I didn't bother because there's no point. Like, it's not that big of a deal. It's just a teaser at this point. So it's just his voice. Who cares? Yeah. Yep, there's speculation of what he will be like. There's also fan-made like pictures of him. We don't know what he really is like. I don't think that there is any leaks or anything like that. Definitely, I don't have any leaks here, but I don't know what he's like. I don't really care to be honest, because when they wanted to let us know, they'll let us know. So, yeah, obviously he'll probably have white hair like Ayaka, right? And then people are saying that he speculated based on when you go to the Kamisato residence in Inazuma, there is some speculation that the coloring of the place might have indication that he might be a Hydro character, and that since his sister Ayaka is a Cryo character, then it might just, you know, be a really good combination if you team them up together. But we don't know for sure if he's a Hydro character or not. We don't know what he is, actually. So, and some people are speculating that he's a Claymore character. Again, we don't know. But then also people are also upset too because if he's a 5-star character, which he might be, we don't know if he's 5-star or 4-star. People are saying that there's a lack of Hydro 4-star characters that are not healers because Barbara is one, and then like Shinchu is definitely a really good one, but that's the only one. And then everyone else is a 5-star character like Mona, Kokomi, she's a healer though, and Child, right? So like everyone else is a 5-star character. So people are a little bit upset about that because Hydro seems to be not taken care of or not balanced right now, not especially because they're rebalancing Geo right now. But clearly, after they finish balancing out Geo, whether from now until 2.4, with Yunjin coming as well, and she's Geo, they're probably gonna switch to balance out Hydro probably from 2.6 or sorry 2.5, maybe 2.6 onward. I don't know. They're gonna have to create more characters for Hydro because previously they were unbalanced for Electro, and then of course Inazuma came, and now we have Kujosara, we have Raiden Shogun, so we had a few more Electro characters, right? So, yeah, I don't know. They're gonna have to keep balancing these elements because clearly they love their Pyro and Cryo characters the most. And then eventually Animal's gonna fall down too. Yeah. So it's just a balancing game. Oh my God, you just got Bennett and Barbara in a row. Congratulations! That's awesome. Yeah, Bennett is awesome. He's like S tier support. He's like the best overall support in the whole game because he supports anybody, no matter what kind of element they are. I just did a video about him yesterday. Barbara is a good healer, especially because you sound like you're early game new player. So I think Barbara is okay for you in the beginning. As you move along through the game, you'll encounter better healers and you'll encounter other characters where you won't need healing anymore. But to start, yes, Barbara is fine as a free to play early game player. Yes. Congratulations. See, you got the beginner's luck, which is great. Obviously, I hope that your beginner's luck continues on through your whole journey in the game, so you don't have to spend any money or spend very minimal money if you have to. Yeah, that'd be great. Alrighty, so where's my next commission? Up here somewhere? Over there, okay. Sabotage the balloon, okay. Oh, because I don't have her ult. A little bit longer than I expected, but whatever. Ah, annoying. Ugh. Okay. No, don't freeze me. Annoying. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, and then we move on. Wait, where is it? I might as well just do this quick ley line here. I'm just gonna complete it, but not claim it. And then let me switch teams. Is Jean's sister Barbara because she looks like her? Yes, she is Jean's sister. I don't want to spoil it for you, but that you guessed it correctly though. She is her sister. I wish I'm gonna be as tall as my sister someday. Yes, correct. They are sisters. Good job, you figured it out. That's not a spoiler even. That's just the truth. When you play through the storyline, you'll see the interaction. Now, since you're a new player, you won't get to go to the Summer Islands because that was a limited time event. But if you're interested later on, you can like maybe YouTube the Summer Island like cutscenes for version 1.6. Jean and Barbara have a storyline there with Klee, but that's later on. So I wouldn't say that you should look at it now, but in the future, yeah, because it's about like they have some sisterly like cutscenes and such.
这里是我的猎场。
安如磐石，天理长驱。
奥运看破。
Oh, this one she went under.
该出发了。微光无射。
Okay, I think that's that. I'm not going to claim it. I don't have any resin right now anyway. I was just trying to complete it so that for battle pass purposes. Okay, moving along. Okay, perfect. Oh, the next battle pass one is here. Let's just do that. Leyland for battle pass. If you are lucky and you get Jean eventually, I recommend her. She's like one of my favorite very balanced characters. Totally recommend her. She can basically carry you through the whole game. I still use her in the Spiral Abyss to this day on one of my sides, and she's really good. It's just that her gameplay, some people complain is just kind of boring and generic, but then that's okay, whatever. She's dependable, just like her character storyline. She's a workaholic, and she's a dependable person, and she's a good leader. So. Okay, let's go over... I guess which one's... Is it faster to go that way? Okay, whatever, let's just go... that way then. And then, yeah, let's just do this, and then we'll try to speed through this a little bit. So are you enjoying the game so far? You must be, right? Because it's new for you? You're probably like at level 7, right? Because you can start wishing now? And don't sleep on Noelle. Like, you know how Noelle is like part of the free banner? Now that Geo has been buffed in this version moving forward, and defense has also been buffed, or it's part of the meta now, she is quite powerful, and many people are using her actually. I was surprised because I did a review of her yesterday, and I don't use her. However, after doing the review, well, I wouldn't say like a whole bunch of people watched that video, but more people watched that video than the other review videos I did yesterday. So, because clearly people are using her, or they're interested in using her. So that's good. Okay, well, they saw me, so let's just kill them quickly. You don't have her help? You mean Noelle? She's part of your free wish banner. Because you know how you're able to wish right now? You should be able to get her for free. Oops, that was crap. Oh, she came back. Oh, Barbara. So Barbara has, if you can get Barbara up to her constellation up, she'll revive your character once for free per battle. If they die. Which is good. I wasn't paying attention. Okay. But don't worry, even if you don't have her from her beginner's wish banner, some people didn't bother, and that's fine. The beginner's wish banner won't disappear until you use up all the wishes on there. There's a quota of how many wishes you're allowed to do on that banner, and then it disappears. So it's not a big deal if you don't get her from that one, because your first wish is guaranteed to get her for free, but you don't have to because she'll come back on other banners. She's on the current character banner anyways, the one that you've been wishing on, where you got Bennett and Barbara apparently and Beto. So like she's on the banner, right? So you'll get her that way too. It's not a big deal if you don't get her either, but yeah, she should be a free character that you can get from the free Noelle Beginner's Wish banner because it uses I think Acquaint Fates, right? Not Intertwined Fates. So it's different anyway. The blue one's not the rainbow colored one. Yeah. Oh, there's more? It's okay, he's gonna heal himself first. You pulled on the banner where there were a lot of purple girls? Oh, that's a standard banner. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's a standard banner. So then, that's fine. The standard banner is where you use the blue fates, which is fine. So that's why you're able to get Beto and Barbara and Bennett, I guess. Yeah, so the blue ones can be used on standard banner and the beginner's wish banner with no L on it, and with the maid on it, right? And then it actually says beginner's wish banner. Then the other two banners, here, let me go to my screen, because my beginner's banner is gone already, because I'm not a beginner. But yeah, these two are the ones that use the purple ones, sorry, the rainbow colored ones. The intertwined fates is in the top right corner, you'll see. And these are the ones, as you can see, Noelle and Bennett are on this banner as well. So they have a rate up as well. So then if you pull on these banners, you have a better chance to get these special 5-star characters, plus the 4-star characters associated on the right-hand side. These ones with the purple girls, these ones are the standard banners. See the top right-hand corner, they use the blue fates. So they're a separate system. These ones will be all the standard 5-star characters. There's only 5 of them, so it's these 3 purple girls, so to speak. Mona's actually blue, but Mona, Chi-Chi, Kacheng, and then there's Diluc and Jean, which is Barbara's sister. So those are the 5-star characters you can get on this banner only, and then there's 5-star weapons on this. So this one has weapons and banners. These ones are just weapons and characters, and these ones are just characters, and then these ones are just weapons. Yeah. So moving forward though, there's no rush to waste your beginner's wishes, just an FYI, but if you wanted to, you can pull on that one to get a guaranteed 1 Noelle if you used one. But that's okay, you don't have to. And then of these 2 banners, Eula is quite powerful, and then Albedo is currently really trending because his storyline is in this current patch. Actually, they both are part of the storyline, and they're both good characters, especially with the current event. They made him even better. So it's up to you who you prefer. Definitely you can check out. I've done reviews of these characters on my channel from before, but there's other, of course, YouTubers that have done it as well. So yeah, check that out. If you don't like these characters, that's okay. These banners are leaving in the next 7 days, 6 days and 13 hours, it says. So they will be replaced with the new character coming, Arataki Ito, and the new that's the new 5-star, and the new 4-star character is named Goro. And they will be coming in addition to two other 4-star characters on their banner. They will be coming later this patch. Basically, after this patch leaves, that one will come. Yeah. This one is always here, the standard one. That's why there's no rush to like pull on this one, FYI. Yeah. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I know it's confusing in the beginning because no one really goes over all the details, but yeah, that's the difference. And then as you saw, I don't have the beginner's banner because I'm not a beginner and I already used that banner. And once you use all the wishes on that one, it's gone, which is fine. There's no rush for that one either. There's no expiry date.
向着星辰，感谢你完成了今天的委托。
That's great. You're doing great for like beginning. Like you seem like you have a solid team. Like now you have Barbara, Beto, and Bennett, which is good. And you just need a fourth character. Or you can use your Traveler, I guess. So I would recommend eventually when you get more and more characters, you would not want to spend your resources so much on the main Traveler because like resources such as leveling up your character, his weapons or his or her weapons, depending on who you picked, and like their artifacts, you might want to just spend it more on the other characters instead because you will replace him. As you can see on the screen, I don't even use him, of course. Many people don't use the main Traveler. So he or she is not horrible, but there are better characters, obviously. But for starters, that's fine. We all use the main Traveler in the beginning, so it's fine.
打起精神来哟！
Alrighty, so I'm just doing this little dog challenge thing just to proc this. I just do soft resets just to get the free items. Okay, do this. And it's good, especially in the beginning, because in the beginning you get lots of free wishes from just exploring and like playing the game, or also just logging in. You get lots of free stuff, so it's good. But yeah, your goal, as per most people in this game, is to try to get the special 5-star characters because they're usually the better ones. And I say usually because there are a few that are not as good, but overall most of them are good. And just an FYI, in case you're curious, so Albedo and Eula, Albedo is more of a supporting character, and Eula is more of a main damage dealer, in case that makes a difference for you. If you were to pull on those special limited edition banners. I have all the characters up to this point, but I prefer using Eula to like do damage, of course. But Albedo has his supportive purposes. And again, like I said, in this current patch 2.3, moving forward, they've made the Geo element and the defense element, the defense stat, which is Albedo's main stat, more powerful to help him out because it's a storyline as well. And they even gave a free event weapon. Unfortunately, though, I'm not sure if you'll be able to do the event if you're a new player. But yeah, at least knowing that if you do get him, he's going to be better moving forward. But you may not get the free weapon then, because I think you have to be level 20 to play the events, the special events. Yeah, so. I think some of the events may even require level 25 or 30, depending on what it is, and they require certain story portions of the game to be completed first. So there's that aspect of it too. So it becomes a little bit daunting. So just don't worry about it. Like don't think too much about like, what you've missed already. That's not a big deal. The game's been around for over a year, so obviously there's gonna be stuff that you may not have gotten, and that's okay because they for Albedo, just so you know, they his original debut was back in version 1.2. We're at 2.3 now, and he's now rerunning. So it's like basically a whole year later. And originally they gave a free sword for him too, back when he first debuted, and then now they've given us a new sword to replace that free sword. So that's what it sounds like they're going to do. Depending on certain characters, they will bring them back, and then they'll give them upgrades. So don't worry about it. That may happen. I don't know if it's guaranteed every time, but that may happen. Not every character gets a free weapon though. So how the game operates, in case you're wondering, every other patch it alternates between a free weapon patch and then a free character patch. So this patch being a free weapon patch means that next patch will be a free character patch. So we'll get a free 4-star character in 2.4. That's the expectation. Nothing's official, but that's just the pattern that they've been doing. Hi, Ganyu. How are you today? So Ganyu, I'm assuming you main Ganyu then, or are you looking forward to getting her in 2.4 if when she is confirmed officially to rerun? Mary Lee Yemes? Yes, for sure. Thank you. You too. Yeah, 2.4 is all about Liyue. So they're all going to be the Liyue characters, and obviously the expectation is that Ganyu and Xiao will both come back as their reruns, because they haven't gotten a rerun yet. The last time we saw them was in 1.2 and 1.3, so they'll be coming back soon, and then the expectation is, because we're going back to Liyue for the main storyline, and in 2.4, that Zhongli will also rerun, and that's great. And I just did a video of him, a review quickly of him, but I previously did one for the other two, Ganyu and Xiao, previously as well, so if you want to check that out. But definitely, I recommend. I personally think Zhongli is a must-pull for everybody and must-have character because he'll just make you feel more safe overall, corrosion aside. Ganyu and Xiao, it depends on what your playstyle is. I used to like Ganyu a bit more than I do now, but I don't think I prefer her as much anymore because I'm on PS5 and just bow users in general are not really my preference. And then Xiao, also PS5 reasons, I don't really like using him. So I will be skipping Xiao for sure. But I don't know about Ganyu. I might want to pull one of her constellations, but she's not, I don't even use her, so I might just skip it altogether. And then Zhongli, I already have his constellations, up to what I want him to be at. I'm at C3, so I'm good. I don't need to pull on his either. So the good about reruns is that we can, for those of us who've been around longer, we can skip the banners and save money. You main Ganyu? That's awesome. Do you have her constellations? Or are you planning to get her constellations on the next rerun, perhaps? Because some people do that too, which is fine. I have a C0 Ganyu, so I considered getting her to C1 maybe, because C1 gives her the, I think, is it the cryo resistant shred or something? Is that what it is? Something like that. Yes. Oh, C4. Ooh, even better. That's good. So you might want to even go for C6 then if she reruns, right? Or at least C5 to get +3 levels, right? Oh, that was all of them already? I maxed out already? I didn't even know. Oh, I guess I did max out already. Okay, that's good to know. Well, C6. Good job. Yes, I figured you might as well just go for it, right? If you're already so close. Yeah, I'm nowhere near C6ing any of my 5-star characters, so I'm not gonna go for it either, but yeah. Are you gonna pull for Arataki Ito? Or did you even pull for Eula or Albedo on the current? Ganyu rerun is gonna have a new bow. No? Oh, she's gonna have a new bow? Oh, probably, right? They wanna sell, they wanna keep making new money, obviously. No, okay, that's fine. Yeah, save your wishes, of course, for Ganyu then. Oh, you're gonna pull for Shenhe. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so save that for 2, yeah. So I'm thinking about, exactly, I was kind of mentioning that earlier too. I'm thinking about skipping Ganyu, because I don't really use her anymore. So even if I got her to C1, that's fine, but I don't really know that I need it, because I don't use her anymore, right? And then Xiao, I don't use at all, so I'm skipping that. Zhongli, I already have him to C3, I'm good with that. I don't need to C6 him. I only went for C3 for him because I was trying to get Yanfei back then, for his rerun. And then Shenhe, I would like to get Shenhe, yes. And I would like to get Yunjin on her banner, if Yunjin is on her banner, which likely it will be. So then I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to probably go for Shenhe. Shenhe is just a 5-star version of Rosaria, is basically my overall summary of this character, just based on what we know. But overall, she still should be way stronger, of course, than Rosaria. Yeah. If you lose the 50-50 on any banners, you can either get Ganyu or Shenhe first. Yes, okay, that's fine. Right, because then you have a guarantee. That's good. Yeah, I'm close to pity on all 3 of my banners now, weapon, special character, and standard. So I'm debating if I should try to risk it. I don't because I'm not like I have to be up for the 50-50 when I pull for Ito's banner next week. I'm leaning towards I'm gonna try. I think I only need like 10 or maybe just around 10 pulls, and then I'd be at soft pity. I'll try, and then if I lose the 50-50 on Ito's banner, I'll skip him. And then I'll have, guaranteed for the next banner, right? Which then will be, I'm skipping the others then. I will go for Shenhe, and then I'll get a guarantee. So maybe that's maybe my strategy. Maybe I'll try to get him, and if I get him within the 10 or let's just say 10 to 15 wishes, then that's great. And if I don't get him, then I will skip him altogether. Yeah. KX, just got back from polling. You got this woman wearing a gown? Okay. What's her name? A lot of them wear gowns. Is it Ningguang? Hu Tao is good, but when she's using her skill a lot, Hu Tao might die. Yes, Ganyu, I do recognize that, but at the same time, Hu Tao, that's the fun part about Hu Tao, don't you think? She's fun. Because, like, it's the risk reward, right? I'll be honest with you, I'm a very hack and slashy kind of player. You'll see in a lot of my gameplay videos, I just stand up next to the thing and just keep slashing, right? So I don't even have any strategy of dodging and stuff. So that's why I love having Zhongli, his shield, and then I just go and slash. So then I don't mind that Hu Tao loses her thing because I find that it's more interesting gameplay. And I also like Child because he switches his stances. I like that too. And also Raiden Shogun, she switches her stance as well in a way, right? I like that when they have a different mix of gameplay, it's more interesting. Yeah. And I also like Yoimiya in a way too. Although hers is very, in a way some people think it's boring, but then it's actually interesting because she just has a machine gun aspect. So I like them when they have an interesting gimmick to them. Yeah. She's a 5-star like Rosa. Eula, Kaching, Mona, Jean. So Rosaria is actually a 4-star. So when you say a 5-star like Rosa, do you mean are you talking about when we were talking about Shenhe earlier, or the one that you got is looks like Rosa? I'm just thinking, who would that be? So the only 5-stars that you could get currently would be Eula then. Obviously, Albedo wouldn't be a woman. And then, like, unless you continued polling on the standard banner, then it would probably be Kaching then, right? And then Jean would be on the standard banner as well. Yeah, and then, like, who else would be on the standard banner? Jean, yeah. And Mona. But you said gown, so I don't think Mona would be because she's wearing kind of like a swimsuit. So then, like, and Jean has a suit normally. I just switched her to her summer outfit, but like Jean normally has a suit, like a suit trench coat. So maybe maybe you mean Kaching then. And Eula doesn't wear a gown. She's kind of like a bodysuit. So I think you mean Kaching then. I'm assuming. Because Rosaria doesn't really have a gown. She has a skirt and she exposes everything underneath technically. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, Rosaria is a 4-star though. Yeah.
无人相陪，此般花鸟鱼情，也不过衬托我是。
Anyway, Ganyu, did you see our Taki Ito's teaser trailer earlier today? So our Kamisato Ayato's voice actor was kind of teased at the end there. Um, I didn't make a video about it because I didn't think it was a big deal, but like apparently other streamers made a video of this and got likes and views out of it. That's fine. I don't think it's a big deal to make a video out of that. Who cares? So I didn't bother. Yeah. Oh, okay, so it's Rosaria? Yeah, that's fine. She's a 4-star character and she's good too. I did a review of her yesterday. Yeah, so now you're polling on the limited banner, which is good. Yeah, because they're rated up, so they have a higher chance for you to get them. Yeah, she's good. You can build her with physical damage, and maybe some cryo, but she's more of a physical damage. Just got Rosaria. That's good. Okay, yeah, so with Ayato, I don't know what the rumors are about him, but rumors are he's Hydro and he's Claymore, but that could change. He could be a sword too, right? But maybe he'll be Claymore, I guess. Yeah. And who knows when he'll come. Like, he might not... Like, I mean, come on, we've already met Yai Miko in 2.0 and 2.1, and she still hasn't come yet. So just hearing a voice actor for, like, you know, Ayato doesn't mean that he's coming, like, anytime soon, right? And we already know who's coming in 2.4. So the earliest would be 2.5, right? You know? So it's not, like... Yeah. And there's speculation that it's Yai Miko coming in 2.5 first, because we were introduced to her earlier. So, you know, lots of speculations. We'll know when we get there. And technically, basically in a week from now, we will be getting the next banner, which will be Ito and Goro. And then 1 week from that date, so 2 weeks from now, on the Friday, we'll get the live stream preview event for 2.4, right? It's always 1 more week after the second banner drops. So we will learn more very, very soon. I'm very excited. I want to see what 2.4 has to bring. There's lots of expectation because it's Lantern Rite. Expectations that we're going to get lots of free wishes, and of course that we get a 4-star character. People are expecting that we can like pick our own 4-star character from Li Yue again, like last year's Lantern Rite, or earlier this year, I mean, because we were able to pick one 4-star character from any one of the Li Yue characters, 6 of them. But now that there are technically more Li Yue characters, right, since then, such as like Yanfei and Yunjin coming, right? I don't know, like, do they think that we're gonna get a Yunjin as an option? If that was the case, that'd be kind of cool, right? Then you can guarantee to get 1 copy of the new 4-star, if that was the case. If not, then they might not be that nice, right? Then they'll be cheap and then try to make you like pull on Shenhe's banner to get her. I don't know. All these strategies that they're gonna do, probably. Yeah, all these things. Exactly. And it's looking like Ganyu and Xiao will be the rerun banners next to each other, which is interesting that they would make them compete against each other because they're very popular characters. But they can't put Ganyu and Shenhe together because they're both cryo. So it has to be them split up together. Alright, and then it just makes sense that Zhongli would come onto Shenhe's banner then. Because then the expectation is that people might skip him and pick Shenhe over him, right? Yeah, whereas if you put Xiao on her banner, then people may not skip, I don't know, people may skip him or may skip her, I don't know. Whereas Zhongli's been around twice already, so I don't know. I don't know, there's all these marketing strategies, right? For sales, they have to find the right balance. But it would make sense if they put Zhongli with Shenhe, and then they can put the same 4 stars on both their banners, like Yunjin, right? And then that would make sense because Yunjin is a Geo, right? So, yeah. Yeah, some leaks do say that Yunjin might be there as the free 4-star character that we get in Li Yue, right? For Lantern, right? Yeah, so that could be an option too. And that'd be great if we can. They would guarantee 1 copy of her. Now, like, they make it as if, like, these 4-star characters are so, like, special and so elusive. The reality is that they rerun often enough and they're part of the standard banner eventually, right? And then also, like, you can also lose, like, even if they're not rated up on their banners, you can still get them on the regular banners eventually. And eventually, like, no one cares. Like, that's the reality. Like, the 4-star characters have hype, but then, like, look at Toma. He was hyped up before he came, and then after he came, no one cares anymore. Like, any of the 4-star characters are like that. That's the reality here. So, trying to get, like, 4-star characters to C6 right away, I used to do that too, but I don't think I'm going to do that anymore moving forward. I don't really care. My Toma is only C0. Because I didn't even get 1 copy of him until way after, near the end of his banner. So, yeah. We don't want another child, I think. Hi, Yadika, how are you? I mean, we got 2 reruns for him, so Child ran 3 times already. I think we're done. I mean, I love Child, but I don't think that we need him to come back again so soon. Yeah. I think what's going to happen is that they're going to, of course, finish the first reruns for Ganyu and Xiao, right? And Zhongli will be his second rerun if he does come, as predicted. And then they're going to try to bring us 2 Inazuma rerun characters, such as Kazuha, which I'm really looking forward to. I want to get his constellations. I want to get him to C2. Then it will be Ayaka, followed by Yoimiya and Raiden Shokan. Now, they're not going to come necessarily in order, but that would be the thing. There are even some people that are leaking today, not leaking, they're speculating that 2.5 might be Yae Miko and Raiden Shogun, because it might be bringing us storyline-wise back to Inazuma. And I don't know, because if that was the case, then that's going to be hard to justify unless they split it up, right? They can't put them on the same banner, let's say, like the same like weeks, let's say. I don't know, because that's really soon technically for her to come back for Raiden Shogun, but I can also see why, because she's their highest selling character. So I don't know. But I actually think that what they're gonna do is not. Well, I don't know actually. I can't really say, but I don't know if they're gonna do 2 characters moving, 2 new character, like new 5-star characters moving forward, or if they're gonna continue this pathway of what they're doing right now to get some more reruns done and out of the way. I think this is a great system that they're doing right now, where they can get rid of more reruns and plus with 2 or even 3 every time. That's even better, because there's lots of new players that missed out, obviously, on a whole year's worth of content. They won't be able to get all their storylines because some of those were limited storyline events, but then they will at least encounter them in the regular storyline, and they probably want those characters, I'm sure. Yeah, true. Yamiko is Raiden's pet. Is it really? Is Yamiko not just her friend? Because you know how Raiden Shogun had one of those 3 friends that died, right? Like, isn't Yamiko just like a descendant of one of those friends? Like the fox demon? I don't know if it's really her pet, but I think that's like her friend, right? Ooh, what do I want? I don't even know what I want. Prosperity, diligence, gold. I'll take prosperity then.
固若金汤。
And a lot of people are really like maining Noelle now or building her because of the fact that she's buffed up now, and technically she's the 4-star version of Ito, right? So people are trying to make it work with her, which I think is great because she's actually a good character. It's just unfortunate that she has energy recharge issues, of course, which can easily be fixed. And you know, because I think people weren't interested in her because she's free, right? But she's actually a decent character. Kazuha has talents from Li Yue domain? Yes. So Kazuha is special in the sense that we met him in Li Yue, remember? Because he was a fugitive from Inazuma. Sorry if there's any spoilers for the newer players, but yeah, and then so his talents, Kazuha uses diligence from Li Yue. Because we met him in 1.6, which is part of Li Yue, but part of the Summer Island limited edition event, remember, with Klee? And so, because we met him there, during that time, and we didn't go to Inazuma yet, storyline-wise, so we couldn't otherwise have gone his gear and talents. So hence, he uses Li Yue talents, which makes sense. And in a way, I see that the good thing about what this is just me thinking, like as strategically wise, I see why MiHoYo is trying to do more Mondstadt and Liura characters now, because a lot of new players are coming on, and even if they got an Inazuma character, they won't be able to build them up to like they'll be gated, right? Because you have to actually farm their stuff in Inazuma, unfortunately. So, and we all know that Inazuma is gated by AR level. I think it's 25 or something, or 27, something like that, right? So, like, because you have to also do all the storyline stuff to get there, right? So then, like, it's gated for sure. So even newer players, even if they pulled on the newer banners, so for example, so there were some people that pulled on Raiden Shogun's banner and they were new, they got her, but they couldn't build her up past a certain level. Some guy was like on one of my way earlier streams, like many weeks ago or even months ago. He was kind of arguing with me, saying that he got like the Sakura bloom things or whatever for I forget which character, was it Ayaka or was it? I think it was Ayaka. Yeah, and then he was like saying like he's like no, he got some, he can ascend her. I'm like yes, but you won't be able to keep ascending her. But he didn't understand that because he was new, which is fine. I didn't argue with him, but I just thought like no, you don't fully get it. Yeah, you can only ascend them to so far if you don't have a farm their materials. But anyway. It's because you're on 1.8. I skipped all of it because I didn't want to log in Genshin for a bit. Oh, okay. That's fine. It's AR 30. Okay, there we go. Yeah, see? Yeah, I don't remember because obviously I would qualify because I'm older as a player, a late game player. But like I know that it's gated by AR level, yeah. Exactly. So, I mean, I don't know. It's interesting. So, anyway, I can see why they're also because they're really late in their reruns. Because Albedo, like I said, like he came from 1.2 and now it's 2.3 already, and he's only getting rerun now. Now, obviously, there was also a lot of reasons for that. He's not that popular of a character originally. They're obviously trying to make him more popular and do the whole geo and defense meta and gimmick now, which we get. So that's fine. I actually find that that's a good way to reintroduce the character to newer players or to existing characters who skipped him, and existing players, and to bring back some interest. That way they don't have to redo him technically. I mean, it's interesting how they're trying to buff up Kokomi with her clam like set, technically indirectly, and also buff up the healers technically in that way too. Apparently Barbara does really well with that set too. So and I think Chi-Chi does well with that set too. But not all of them do well, not all the healers. Like I think like the ones that are like half like attackers and stuff, like Sayu and them don't necessarily do well with that because they're Animo. So Sayu would do better with a Viridescent Venerer set, for example. Not all healers will do better with that clam set, but quite a few of them will. I think clearly they were making the clam set with the, let's say, not popular um, healers in mind.
安如磐石。
But I have not really heavily farmed in that, but then that domain yet, and I haven't really gotten any like real good pieces. I only like did it a few times just to try it out, because I'm not necessarily trying to rebuild my Albedo right now, and I am still, as I said earlier, I may not even get Ito, so then there's no real point for me to farm that domain right now. We'll see. You did get the Dodoko Tails? That's good. Yeah, Dodoko Tails was a pretty decent weapon. And obviously it's good for Klee because it matches her colors as well, her color scheme. It's also a pretty good weapon on like other casters, such as like Lisa, like the ones that do damage. Like I think Mona could do okay with it, but Mona has a better one, which is the Widsith, right? And Sucrose is only good with the sacrificial fragments, really. Or the Mapamare if you can't get the sacrificial fragments. But other than, yeah, there aren't that many casters, and like I think Dodo Tails can do well on Yanfei and on Ningguang as well. But of course, there's better ones out there, and the expectation is that, because right now what we notice is they're trying to balance out polearm users in case no one noticed, but they're trying to bring more polearm users, obviously with Shenhe and Yunjin, because I think that class has less heroes. But once that weapon class is balanced out, I think they're gonna then go back to balance out the mages, the spellcasters, because that class also doesn't have that much characters. So Yaimiko being one probably, and maybe when Yaimiko comes in 2.5, that could be the beginning of like a whole like spellcaster or mage meta, right, coming soon. I don't know. And there's also rumors that Baizu, the Dendro character that we meet in Liyue, is possibly a caster as well. But of course, Dendro has not been introduced to us officially yet. I mean, we have it in the game, but it's not like really an element that we can use. So, like, you know, it is something that people are looking forward to. And I talked about this before too, but like La Senora could easily be coming. I think that she has potential to come back. I don't know why. Like people, of course, she's dead in the storyline. Again, sorry for spoilers for anyone new, but like I feel like with the whole idea of clones, you know, with the current Albedo event and with the Scaramouche Archon Quest thing, right? You know, I always thought that there was always potential to. Anyone who's dead in the game can technically be cloned and come back in some way, shape, or form, right? That's just my opinion. Oh yes, and Yao Yao, yes. So Yao Yao was officially teased, I think either the year before the game released or right when the game released. And she appeared in the official Genshin Impact art as well. But then since then, they've never mentioned her ever again. I think that there are still some voice lines in the game that mention her, but there's no more talk about her, so we will have to see. But she is a Liyue Dendro character. That is the current assumption, unless they change that, you never know, right? Because for Yunjin, apparently people said that in some of the early leaked beta images, she looked like she was going to be Animo and then Cryo, and then now it's confirmed to be Geo, but also in the very, very, very beginning, early beta or something like that, she was originally Geo as well. So we don't know, right? Things can happen, things can change. Nerfs, buffs happen, changes happens, right? You know? So, yeah. Yeah, maybe Dendro will be introduced when Sumeru comes. Yeah, exactly. And Senora is either Cryo Pyro or Cryo and Pyro. Yeah, we'll see, right? I think that they should easily, like, clone her. Um, I have no reason to believe that they wouldn't. Like, remember, the Archon quest, of course, we haven't continued it yet, but you know how where it left off? Like, where, like, Yaimiko's like, oh, the next stop is Sumeru, blah, 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 blah. And then, like, think about this. Raiden Shogun finished off one of the Fatui Harbingers in Inazuma. Is the Soritsa in the storyline, is she just gonna sit idly by? Like, she's obviously one of the archons as well, right? You know, and she's also, I don't know if she's also a harbinger, but she's definitely a archon, right? Is she just gonna let Raiden Shogun do that to one of her minions? I don't think so. Like, you know what I mean? Is there not gonna be some kind of major war that's gonna break out or drama, right? You know, so I don't know. Like, or is it that she doesn't care because she can easily clone her and bring her back, right, in some way, shape, or form. And then therefore, if we were able to ever get a playable version of Senora, it should be the clonable version, not the one that died, obviously. Right? So maybe her outfit will change. That's what we're thinking. Some people said that she, which is a great analysis too, they said that her outfit and her design was too heavy because she has a giant long ass cape, right? So then, like, people said, like, look, most of the characters don't have like such a elaborate and heavy design. So that's what I'm saying. Like, she might come back as a cloned version of herself, but like not with that dress or not with that long cape. Maybe she'll have a different outfit, right? And then like then that could be the version that we end up getting. I don't know. And yeah, Dendro is probably going to come right before Sumeru comes. Because you know how we had 1.6, and 1.6 was kind of to introduce Kazuha to us. Kazuha is our first Inazuma character, right? Before going to Inazuma. And so likely for Sumeru, maybe Yao Yao will be, and Baizu, maybe, will be our pre-Sumeru Dendro characters that we can get before actually going to Sumeru. And then remember there's the Chasm, which is supposed to be a DLC similar to the Dragon Spine, right? And the Chasm is over here, right? So like yeah, but we also know now that 2.4 likely will release the DLC at the Watatsumi Island, that vortex, to bring us to Enkanomiya, because there have been leaks that have been talking about that already. There's speculation, of course, that, you know, we're going to be doing the underwater islands in Izuma. So there are basically more islands to come. And then, of course, then people are also speculating in the summertime or around the summertime, are we going to get the summer islands? Are they going to come back? The Golden Apple Archipelago, are they coming back? Maybe with new like stuff to do there, or are we going to maybe meet Alice in the summer? You know, Klee's mother, right? You know, I don't know. There's all these speculations, right? Of course, that's still like half a year, more than half a year away. But yeah, I mean, come on, we're just in winter now. Or will we go to other islands that will, like, you know, maybe not the Golden Apple ones, but maybe a different group of islands every summer? Moonchase event, I think they leaked about Yao Yao because she makes mooncakes. Correct. Yes. She in the character art, she has mooncakes on the plate and she's eating them with Chi Chi. And so, but that was the original art from back then, like last year or even the year before. So she is a Leader character for sure. She might be Moonchase, you're correct, yes, because mooncakes is for Moonchase. And then Raiden is a robot, A is a god. Isn't it the other way around? Oh no, you're right. Raiden Shogun is the robot, you're correct, yes. A is the god, and A is technically the twin sister god, and her real name is Beelzebul or something, and the other one is Baal, right? So yeah, so the real one is named Baal, and that one's dead already, right? Yeah. What's my favorite town, city, or whatever they call it? You mean in the game? I like all of the world or the nations so far. So far there's only 3 nations that have been released. Mondstadt, which is based off of British, I think, or yeah, British, like, or European, let's say, right? And then like Liyue is based off of China or Chinese, Chinese like culture, and then like Inazuma is based off of Japanese culture. I'll be honest with you, I think that the Liyue and the Inazuma are more interesting than the Mondstadt. And I think they made that very clear too, like that they spent more time and money, I think, building those or designing those than Mondstadt. Because Mondstadt is kind of like a very generic, like, let's just say generic Western town that you can find in any RPG, right? Whereas the other two, don't you find that they spent more character design and more like scenery design and just basically just more. And also and those regions are more like bigger than the Mondstadt region. The Mondstadt region is actually really tiny in comparison. So I think it's clear that the game wants us to like the other areas more as well, I think. But I like the other, just on a very unbiased way of like assessing this. I really, even when way before Inazuma, I was taken aback by just the beauty of the design of Liyue already. Like the different landscapes, like the you know the rice paddy, like the flower area of that town, I forget the village, right? And then like those giant like um pillars. The names are just escaping me right now. Like like up here, what is it? Oh, Chingsa Village. There we go. That area is really beautiful. And then like the Huaguang Stone Forest is really beautiful. This is kind of like in China. They have those pillar mountains, and that's where they that movie Avatar. That's where they got the inspiration for that movie too, right? So like those are real life like landmark places in China, right? And then so obviously Inazuma it has a lot of real life stuff from Japan that they put into the culture. So I think that that's more interesting. Also, I personally traveled to China before multiple times, and also to Japan and to Asia multiple times. So for me, I get it. I get the reference right away, and so I think that it's really cool. Yeah, obviously I've been to the UK and to Europe as well. I've been to France. Um, so, but I just find that design-wise, the game obviously, because the game is also the MiHoYo is a Chinese company too. So obviously they, I think, would spend more time to do the Chinese world, which is Liyue, and the Japanese world um, of Inazuma as well, because they obviously hired all the voice actors. A lot of them are from famous animes and like games and stuff, video games, right? And they spent all this extra money, and then they hired like for Mondstadt, in case you didn't know, they hired the official, I think the London Philharmonic Orchestra to make music. For Inazuma, they hired the Tokyo Philharmonic Orchestra to make music, and they also had those music videos where they had those traditional instruments being played as well, and then they had the concert as well, right? And then for the Liyue, they had the Shanghai Philharmonic Orchestra with some Chinese instruments as well. So like they actually went all out, in my opinion. I love the music in the game; it's quite good. Protagonist has 3 runs and has 3 names. Correct. I didn't know about the Ajax one, but you're right. I vaguely remember that now. Yes. You can get characters in the weapon banner. You can, but they're not often. So I wouldn't bank on trying to get them in the weapon banner. I think that it's like how, yeah, they're more rare, let's say, but I wouldn't bank on getting them there. Though, and also, because KX, you're a newer player, I want you to understand too, just so you're clear. The weapon banner is a trap, and it is more of a scam than the other banners. Just as you will hear this a lot when you watch other streamers talk about it too. But I'm just telling you, I'm super like because I'm not a whale or anything like that, so to speak, and I don't even make money on these videos or anything. So I'm just being very honest with you. The weapon banner is not something that you need to worry about, especially when you're new to the game. Yeah, I'll just be honest with you right now. You should focus on the limited run banners for 5-star characters that you like or want to have to make your teams better. And the standard banner, you shouldn't focus anymore on unless you get more of those blue fates, because that's the only banner you can use them on anyway. And then the weapon banners, you should not do it, especially because you're a new player and you're free to play. You should just skip the weapon banner from now. Yeah, maybe later when you're like, if you choose to invest in the game, like actual real money, or if you choose to stay with the game even like after a few months, and then you want to build up your characters a little bit more, and then you want them to have a little bit more power as well, then you can consider maybe like the weapon banner, to then try to like, add some more damage, right? And only go for the weapons that obviously make sense for your characters that you like, but just know that it's a scam. Unless you're really lucky, of course, right? But like the weapon banner is very scammy. And if you're trying to collect characters, it's better to just go for the limited run banners, because the limited run banners has 3 rated up 4 stars every time, and you'll just be better off. And Arataki Ito is going to be a fast Claymore user as well, like similar to Eula, I think. From some of the gameplay, like footage that is officially released now, even on the notification page, he looks like he has like a speed up bonus, and he can like swipe pretty fast, which is good. Because I think that's the biggest gripe with most Claymore users, is that they're really slow in attacking. People don't like that. Yes, Ganyu, correct. Here's one tip: use 4-star weapons instead if you're F2P. Yes, exactly. So KX, yes, definitely just focus on the 4-star weapons, um, and also focus on maybe craftable weapons. You may not get the billets right away. I don't think you do right away.
如金汤，
Maybe that comes later. Because KX just started. He's just started wishing now, so he's only at, I think, AR7 now, I think. Right? So I don't think you get craftables right away, but eventually you'll get craftables, so maybe that's something to look forward to. And not all craftables are good, just an FYI, so don't waste your billets on all of them. I think most of the craftables are not even good. Like even White Blind, even though that's currently trending because of the Geo and defense gimmick that's happening. White Blind was only good for Noel before, but technically it's going to be good for Ito as well as his so-called free 4-star weapon, right? So that is definitely an option for that, but I don't think it's a big deal either. I don't even have that because I never used my my Noel, right? So then, and I don't know what's gonna happen with my Ito, but I already have the Unforged from my Engulfing Lightning days. That was a long time ago already, and I'm only kind of leveling it up now because maybe I'm gonna get him, maybe I won't. We'll see, right? And it's not gonna be his best, but it's a weapon, and it's one that I already technically paid for, so someone's gonna use it, right? Yeah. I'm not going to go for his Red Horn Stonethresher though, but that will be an amazing weapon for him and for Noel. So for those of you who love Noel too, you can consider getting that weapon and getting 2 copies if you're going to get Ito as well, right? Then they would both have their best, in my opinion, best in slot weapon. I think that's what they're doing now. In a way, they're replacing some 4-star characters with 5-star versions of them, right? And they're going to bring new weapons to the table that can then kind of bring back interest for the 4-star version of that same type of character as well, technically. Because when Shenhe comes, she's gonna bring a new pole arm, right? And with that new pole arm, likely it's gonna be good for Rosaria too. I have a feeling, because Rosaria is technically the 4-star version of Shenhe, right? So that's just how I see it. That's probably what they're gonna do.
安如磐石。
And that's their indirect way of buffing 4-star characters or existing characters, if you think about it. But they just want you to pay for it, that's all. Skyrider is a good 3-star weapon for Eula. It is. Because she has some energy issues. You're collecting the spear things for your Toma? Oh, you got Toma, congrats. Toma is a good shielder. Apparently he can be the second best shielder in the game, technically, is what people say, or he's tied for second with Diona, I don't know. Yeah, and then like he should be fine, but keeping in mind he's an Inazuma character and you just started, so you won't be able to ascend him very far unless you get to Inazuma. Just keep that in mind as well, especially because his blue mushroom fungus things are on the final island of Inazuma. So that's going to take you a little bit of time to get there. So I would just to be very cautious for you, not to get frustrated. You can definitely level him up a little bit and use him too, of course, because he's still usable. But just know that you shouldn't focus on him too much, because if you have other characters that you can prioritize now from the Mondstadt and Liyue region, probably Mondstadt is probably better for you because you're probably just in Mondstadt only right now. That should be your priority. Yes, Ganyu said exactly the same thing. Don't raise any Inazuma characters if you haven't unlocked Inazuma because you can only ascend them to level 20 and 40. Exactly. And then, odd question, but is there a 3-star character in the game? No, there is not. Yeah, correct. There's only 3-star weapons, but no 3-star characters. If you want a shield, use Diona or Noelle for 4-star, yes, free to play. Good. Yes. Thank you for, yes, responding. Because sometimes I'm just talking and I don't look at the chat right away. So KX got Beto, he got Barbara, he got Bennett today, and he got Rosaria. So of those characters, Rosaria should be probably your main. If you don't get any other characters today or anytime soon, then Rosaria should be your main character, I think. And then Bennett can buff her, right? You know. And then like, he got Toma as well. So then like, Yeah, I think you have a pretty solid like starting like team right there. Bennett will be your healer and your attack buffer, so definitely you should level up your Bennett for sure. Do not give Bennett the uh, sixth constellation if you get him to that level. Just an FYI. Do not activate the sixth constellation. Just leave it unlocked. Yeah. And then Rosario, like any other character is fine. Just get them to like get as many constellations as you can for every other character. That's fine. But Bennett is the one that's special. Like, don't unlock his sixth constellation. Oh, you got Toma first. Okay, that's great. Oh, so you got it on the Hu Tao banner. So you actually wished right. So right. Okay, so you got him like probably like right before the current patch then. Or did you get Toma as an off banner? Oh, maybe you got him off banner. I guess. Okay, maybe that's what happened. Yeah. Okay. Because he's added. Yeah, true. Because he was from the 2.2, the last banner, so the last patch. But he is added to the standard banner and to the regular pool now. So then, like, even if you don't get the raid up ones, you'll still end up getting him potentially. Okay, so that's probably what happened actually. Yeah. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's okay if you spent some resources on Toma. Don't feel bad. It's fine. Just use what you have, but just know that you won't be able to raise him any further until you get to Inazuma. So he could be someone that you could use now temporarily, but then just know that you will have to wait until you get to Inazuma officially before you can actually bring him up even further. Oh, you commented on my video for Toma when you got him. Oh, okay, nice. Thank you. I vaguely remember that may have been before. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you though. I guess this is our first time interacting live. Yeah. Yeah, main Rosaria, support healer Bennett, and don't do C6 Bennett exactly because it's a scam. Sub DPS Kaya, yes, and then support is Aloy or Lisa. Um, Yes, that's pretty good. That's a good option. I don't know if he'll still get. Would you still get? Did you get KX? Did you get Aloy at all? I know that you started the game possibly like during the last patch, but yeah, you probably got Aloy then. I hope, right? Because I don't know if you still can get Aloy if you were to start the game on this patch, but I don't think you start on this patch. You started probably last patch, so yeah, you're right. So maybe you got Toma during the Hu Tao banner. Or does everyone still get Aloy if you were to start the game new now? Would everyone get Aloy? I wonder. But the scam about Aloy is she also uses Inazuma pieces like to get her stuff. Like okay, she has lots of talents that use Mondstadt stuff, but in order to level her up beyond talent level 6, you need to kill La Senora. So like that's stupid in my opinion. I've already made so many comments about that way back then too. I'm like that's stupid because she clearly is a Dragon Spine kind of character, kind of Mondstadt kind of character because her trailer shows that she lands in Dragon Spine. So why wouldn't it be that her like weekly boss materials should be coming from like either Devalin, Storm Terror, or like Andreas, Boreas, the Wolf, right? That would make more sense, no? But no, they made her so that she gets like La Senora pieces, or she needs La Senora, which is weird. Kaya and Rosario gets 20% crit, exactly. And Kaya is one of the best free characters. Yeah, it's just really hard to get his constellations because you have to only because him, Amber, and Lisa only have constellations available when you wish on the standard banner, but not everyone wishes on that unless you were in the beginning of the game, which you were, or unless you have lots of acquaint fates left over. But otherwise, people don't really wish on the standard banner. Um, So replace Lisa with Beto. Yeah, you could use Beto, but just know that Beto is a Liyue character, and if you have not arrived in Liyue yet, which is not hard to get there eventually, you won't be able to raise her much further. But she's at least easier for you to raise than Toma, because storyline wise, the characters go through Mondstadt, then Liyue, and then Inazuma. So just know that. But yes, Beto is a good um also a good DPS and sub DPS character, depending on how you build her and how you use her. Beidou is kind of a sub DPS, and Lisa is kind of a rare character to pull. Exactly, yeah. And Lisa is more of a niche character because she actually attacks really slow. Like, you know, when you throw each of her attacks, because she spins around and all that stuff, like her animations, she just takes forever, right? Now, Ningguang also spins around too, but I think sometimes you can make her like, you know, I guess animation cancel or whatever. But then, like, regardless, yeah, Lisa is more of a rarer character to use because um you won't be able to get as many constellations for her, but also because she requires certain setups, let's say. Because I've seen Tony Toe, which is a mega whale, use her for certain like bosses, where you set it up where she lays out her like ult basically onto the field, and then you can proc all the electro stuff, blah blah blah. But she's more like again, so she's very rare to use in that sense, and she's more niche, yeah. Whereas Beidou is more of a more universal, yeah. Of course, Tony Toe would have had Lisa at C6, of course, and would have heavily built her up already, right? That's the difference as well. Yeah. Yes, Ningguang is a very good DPS, especially now with further like because previously they already buffed Geo once, and with the whole scandal back then when Zhongli first arrived, and then now with the current Geo buff technically, you know, and meta, let's say, you know, Ningguang is looking even better. I even like recently went back and just like because I'm running out of characters to level up to their talents, so I went back and just started like leveling up my Ningguang as well. So I got her alt and her E, her Q and her E up to level 9 recently. Even though I don't really use her that much anymore, but I figured it's a good investment because she's an overall good character, especially with the meta moving forward. Yeah. Because the meta could continue changing, and it could just bring back different team compositions so that certain characters don't just fall by the wayside, and that we can still like use them in team comps and stuff. So yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah. So I'm running out of characters to like when I say that I don't mean like I've leveled out all the characters. No, it just means I'm running out of characters that I like that I want to level. That's what I mean. There's definitely other characters that I don't want to level. I won't level as well. But that's different. I'm talking about the ones that I like. I'm running out of those. Oh, damn, missed them. Oh, it didn't reset up there. I can see. Okay. I'm just hunting my ores, and I'll get some light artifacts if I'm around areas that have artifacts. If you want to play Genshin, make sure that you always have good Wi-Fi. Agree. But even if you have good Wi-Fi, sometimes there's still going to be drops because even though my Wi-Fi is pretty steady and just from my own experience, sometimes like some days are kind of shitty. It has nothing to do with me. It's just that sometimes the network can be congested or whatever. Because I know that a few days ago I had it where it kept like disconnecting and it would say like there's a little error that comes on things that your Wi-Fi disconnected and then the game would restart on its own. Even on PS5. So I don't know. It happened. But on my phone and my laptop, like the Wi-Fi was fine. So it's just maybe the game. I don't know. So Ganyu, you must be like a late game player too then, I'm assuming? You probably like have been playing since near the beginning?
而行，
破碎。
朔风解印，
结霜。
And for anyone who's interested, I do have a Discord server now. The link is in the description, but feel free if you want to join, and just feel free to talk about anything there. Yeah, and then there's a few other people that joined as well, so just putting that out there. And I do respond to anything there throughout the day. Because I may not be playing the game every day, throughout the day, obviously, because I do work and such. But then, like, that I can do on my phone, right? So, yeah. Okay, these did not reset. Luke is cool. Yeah, he is. Especially early game. So one thing though, because Eula is currently on the banner, if you are able and lucky to get her on the special banner, she is better than Luke. But Luke has lots of uses that are still good because Pyro is still one of the strongest, if not the strongest element in the game still. But Cryo is not far behind. And both can be also built in a physical damage kind of way too, but Luke just procs lots of Pyro and can do lots of reactions with Pyro as well. So Eula is different. She's more of a physical DPS or physical damager, so she cannot. She doesn't proc as much like cryo stuff. So you would build her more for physical. Just an FYI, if you do get Eula. And Eula is faster in her animations and in her attack speed and everything, as a Claymore user, whereas Diluc is slower. Can you main Lumine? Well, that's the Traveler, right? So you can if you want to, but I would just say that right now, because you just started, you're probably an Animal Traveler. If you don't have any other better Animal character, then you could, but it's probably recommended that you use some of the other characters that you just got now instead. But Animal Traveler or Lumine is actually not a bad character too, just so we're clear, but there will be better animal characters that you will encounter eventually. I don't know if you're going to go for Venti later or Kazuha when he reruns, but if you do choose to go for those characters, I recommend Kazuha, which he is the most popular Abyss character to use in the Abyss right now, still, since his launch, and many people skipped him thinking that he's just like a 5-star Sucrose, which is actually incorrect in my opinion. I never thought that because he's more of a hybrid animal character because he has a little bit of the skills from all the other animal characters. Whereas when we say like Shenhe is a 5-star like, Rosaria, or we say like Klee is a 5-star like Yanfei, that's true though for those ones, right? And Ito is a 5-star like Noelle. Yes, those are true though because they literally are. But then Kazuha is not that though. He's like a little bit of Xiao, a little bit of Venti, a little bit of Sucrose, a little bit of Jean. Like, he's like a little bit of everything, so it's different, yeah. So I wish that they built more characters like him, because then he's more of I like these hybrid style characters instead. But yes, Lumine is okay. So like just to answer your question more directly, the main traveler, you'll notice when he goes to Lier and he gets his Geo powers, his powers are like, let's just say cheaper versions of 5-star elemental characters in the same element. So like he will throw out that whirlwind that can swirl, right? But it's like a very small radius and it's very smaller. So I just call it like a cheaper downgraded version of like what Venti can do, for example, right? And then um and then in Lier, he can throw out like boulders, which is like a cheaper version of what Zhongli can do with these pillars, right? You know, and he can also like Zhongli does the petrify, of course, with that meteorite that comes crashing down. But what is that? But Geo Traveler, Ether or Lumine, they will be able to do the little thing, the little earthquake thing where like the world underneath like comes up, and that's very similar to Albedo, who is a 5-star character. His earthquake move, like his ult basically, where he can like make the things like the flower blossom quake up, right? You know, so the main traveler is going to be like a dumbed down version of certain 5-star characters' ults and their moves. Yes, Venti is a 5-star. He's likely to rerun again though. Just so you know how we were saying earlier, like, oh, who's coming up next for reruns? So because now they have the 2 rerun or 2 banner system, there's likely that Venti is gonna come back and Klee's gonna come back then. Because Child has 3 runs already and Zhongli is estimated to get his 3rd run soon. So after Zhongli, they could easily go back and do a 3rd run for Venti and a 3rd run for Klee, and then they'll be out of the way, right? You know? And then you know, they'll just continue on with the other characters. Venti is powerful, especially in the early game, but he will be replaceable with Kazuha, so just keep that in mind. But he's still good to have, even if you don't have Kazuha, or even if you do have Kazuha. So he's still a good character.
Huh.
So yeah, all good. Don't worry, you're on the right track.
天动万象，拒收并蓄。
求饶吧！
既然要我赢，我们多叫些小伙伴来闪烁。
该出发了。该出发了。
And eventually, just to give you the preview, you eventually have to build up more than just one team of 4. Just keep that in mind as well. You'll probably need at least 8 characters to survive the abyss, the spiral abyss, if you choose to do it. And even then, you still probably want to have other characters on the side as well, because not every character is suitable for certain stages of the abyss. Um, so so don't feel like, just to put it simply, you should focus on 4 characters that work well together that you also like, and then go out from there. Yeah. And also from some of the free characters that you will be able to encounter, Shangling is still a very good character to have. To this day, she is still very powerful in the Abyss. Keep that in mind as well. So there's lots of 4-star characters that are actually really powerful in this game, that will do well for a variety of content. So don't feel that you have to only go for the 5 stars. Don't fall for that either. But just know that some of the free characters that you get along the way are still very good. And yes, you can still main, and just to go back to that, you can still main like Lumine or Ether, like your main characters. You can still main them. Just know that there are better characters in those situations, but you can still main them and do fine. Like Enviosity, which is a very popular YouTuber, he only mains like the first original 7 free characters, which includes the main traveler, Amber, Kaya, Lisa, plus Noelle, plus Barbara, and Shengling. That's what he's known for. That's his brand. So because those are all the free characters that you get in the game. Now, of course, there's Aloy now too, so then that would be considered a free character too. So then those would be technically the free characters, and then now he did pull for some 5-star characters, of course, because he's been playing the game since the beginning. So obviously he'll have enough wishes built up and all that stuff too, and he does use them too. But then most of his content is based off of the 4-star characters that you start with, or the free 5-star like main character and Aloy. Yeah. You got one hit by a frozen flower. Oh no. Yeah, it's especially in the beginning, everything's very powerful, so you'll need to level up, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, getting frozen sucks, I know. It's one of the most annoying things in the whole game. Trust me, we know. I'm kind of trying to pre-build my Favonius bow, because this is going to go to my Goro if I ever get a copy of him. So, because I don't think there's any other weapon that I'm going to give him, so that's fine. Oh, okay. So I can probably get these then today. Later today. Alrighty, did you have any other questions? I think I'm done my resin spending and my routine for the day, but feel free if you have any questions, I can still answer them for you. Otherwise, because it is getting late now, it's almost like 3 a.m. here, so I am going to wrap it up, and then I do have to work in the morning, and I will be heading to the office actually. So, but definitely it was really fun chatting with you guys. If there's any more comments, feel free to ask me now, or throw them out in the comment section.
为流通而造的船，遇到港口也会停泊，所以璃月是一切财富沉淀的地方。
It's okay, all good here? Okay, perfect. Okay then, thank you guys so much for joining me today, and feel free to join me for my other live streams. I do this pretty much daily, and yeah, you can feel free to look at my other videos and check them out. I did review characters as well, so you can also check out my version of them. Of course, there's other streamers that did other ones that are probably more polished. However, my version is just based on how I would use them, my recommendations for them, and whether I like them or not. So feel free to check them out, and feel free to leave me comments as well. I will see you guys in the next one, and make sure you guys, if you're interested, to join my Discord server. The link is in the description, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. So thank you so much, and have a great day.